Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all having a great day today. It's an absolutely beautiful day here today. I know you're probably, if you're in the Eastern time zone anyway, it's about 12:40. And so I'm guessing you're probably eating lunch right about now. So I'm going to ask you to indulge me for just a little bit and to set down your lunch. And I want you to do one thing. I want you to look into my eyes right here. You see them right there. I want you to look into my eyes. And as if you're looking into a mirror. All right, you're looking? All right, tell me what you see. I'm going to tell you what I see. I see me. And here's what I mean by that. Inside of me lives that 248.2 pound person from a decade or so ago. Still there. The one who was extremely unhealthy, extremely unhappy, just not in the least bit content or satisfied or proud of where he was in life and what he was doing with it. Now, and that's done on purpose. I want that version of myself remaining inside me as a constant reminder that if I don't continue living my life the way I need to live it, doing the work each and every day, mentally, emotionally, physically, making sure that I'm doing everything in my power to be 1% better each and every day, again, mentally, emotionally, physically, personally, and professionally as well, that I could go back to being that version of myself again someday. And that's the last thing I want. So now I want you to look inside yourselves and ask yourself, are you happy, satisfied with who you are, what you're doing in life? You know, if you've accomplished everything or a lot of what you want to accomplish in life. Then I want you to ask yourself, what's stopping you? Is it that person inside, like the one that I described to you just a moment ago? Here's why I'm talking about all this. Because for years I fooled myself. I fooled myself into thinking that I had the life I wanted, or at least had the life that I needed to have to be an adult, to be a husband, to be a father. Which meant doing very little or nothing for myself, to improve myself, which in turn helps improve all those that I care about and love around me. And I fooled myself for decades, 2 decades really. But deep down inside, I knew the truth. Deep down inside, I knew that I wasn't anywhere near where I wanted to be. We all have that feeling inside us. If you were to go stand in front of a mirror and look at yourself right now. I had, someone that I was talking to on Facebook, a Facebook friend earlier, who was saying he didn't like what he saw when he looked in the mirror. And I get that. I can relate to that. Because as much as I fooled myself for so many years into believing that I was where I needed to be, or I simply couldn't get where I wanted to be because of this, that, and the other thing that were somehow beyond my control, which were all lies, all excuses, every time I looked in the mirror, the truth was there. And I couldn't deny it. I couldn't justify it. I couldn't make excuses for it. The truth was there, and it lies within me to this day. It lies within me right now as I'm talking to you about it. So, to me, I spent so many years fooling myself when I absolutely knew the truth. And as I've mentioned many times before, the only regret I have in life is that I took so long to get to this point. I took so long to get started to get to this point. I don't want the same for all of you. So I want you to stand. You can stop looking at my eyes now if you want. That's fine. We're good. But before you get back to eating your lunch, I want you to promise yourselves that When you get home tonight, stand in front of a mirror. Look at yourself. Look yourself in the eyes. And tell yourself, say it out loud if you want to, what you see. And you're going to know if you're BSing yourself or not. You're going to know if what you're saying is full of crap. You're going to know. You're going to know if you're making justifications. You're going to know if you're making excuses. Because again, we can fool those around us. We can fool ourselves some of the time. I did it. I was really good at it for a long, long time. But when we look ourselves in the eyes, there's just no way we can fool ourselves. None whatsoever. You know, it takes a BS artist to know a BS artist. Well, guess what? If I was BSing right now, I'm looking myself in the camera right now, I would know it. And there'd be no denying it. So take that time. Look yourself in the eye. Take stock of what you see. Be honest with yourself about what you see. And then let's talk. Let's take what you see, what you envision, what you project, and let's put a plan in place to make that happen. Not just for yourself, but for your family, those around you, those people you care about. You want to set that example. Begins with you. Like I've always said, generational health begins with you. Hope you all have a great rest of the day. Go back to eating your lunch. We're good now. And I will see you all next time. Take care, folks.